Hey everybody, welcome to the SkyLounge. Here to review some movies. Why did I lock the door? Because I don't want some fucking asshole just coming in. And why am I rocking the Goku shirt? You're asking a lot of fucking questions, but I'll answer it anyways. Because I just came out of the theaters watching Dragon Ball Super Broly. I gotta get me a fucking Broly shirt, man. Jesus Christ, that movie was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan, as you can clearly tell. Actually, there's a Vegeta on the backside here, but you know, we're gonna just rock the Goku wear today. And you know, whenever I dissect movies, I love to dissect the four elements, which is plot, character, you know, visuals, music, and well, the fifth thing is movie, miscellaneous, but that's not really miscellaneous. It's just kind of whatever, extra cherry on top shit. But really, when we delve into the plot, nothing really spectacular other than the fact of, yes, it's the revenge story that kind of gets convoluted along the way because they try to add all these little tiny elements and, you know, within the dialogue, and it's like, ah, shit, this just feels like you're adding things on. You're just piling things on as they go. And really, yes, in terms of that, it comes down to just a lot of, I feel, Japanese sensibility, right? You know, in especially anime movies and you know, Dragon Ball, right? And any of you guys watch Dragon Ball, the plot isn't really important. It really isn't. But I mean, if we're delving into and dissecting movies, you know, the way I do, not a whole lot of plot going on there. A lot of lore writing, which was extremely impressive. And shout out to Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, Toei Animation, and Shueisha for collabing all together with 20th Century Fox to fucking make this huge lore building movie. And you know, we don't know if it's canon with the show and everything, but I would imagine they would mention something like that in the near future. I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing at this point. So, when were you going to get along with the fucking thing? Hold your fucking horses, bitch. All right? Because now we got to talk about characters. All right? The plot's whatever. Again, lore writing was pretty exceptional, along with the fact that, yeah, they showed a lot of origin shit. But when we move on to the characters, obviously Goku and Vegeta has to be talked about because these are the main guys, of course. And it's great because I love the fact that, you know, if you guys ever watch Dragon Ball Super, they bring about this kind of dumbass quality to Goku. And he is actually a dumbass. He got his head concussed when he was a kid, if you guys ever watch the series. But it brings about a more, I feel, a more, I don't know, in a weird way, relatable character because he's a warrior race, but you kind of understand his mentality once he kind of dumbs it down for you, for the audience, I guess. I don't know. And Vegeta, you know, so you had Sean Shamel voice Goku, obviously American dub acting, fantastic job. You know, Vegeta voiced by Chris Sabat. I actually have to look up the voice actor for Broly, but the guy kept it. There were moments with Broly where he's supposed to be kind of primitive, innocent, and pure. But there are moments where you're like, dude, you're forming these full sentences like a fucking grown-ass man. This is kind of weird, but sure, whatever. But at least this time around, Broly, I felt, was a more depth, like, there's a character with depth. I'm fucking starting over my words here. But what I'm trying to say is, Broly had depth this time around, which is in no short work of Akira Toriyama, I imagine, because he would probably put in some fucking processes and work in it. And honestly, boys and girls, you know, Dragon Ball Z actually had 3 movies with Broly, right? The first Broly movie, Revenge of Broly or whatever, and then the fucking Bio Broly, which was a fucking disaster. But with all that being said, those 3 movies, I honestly don't think it even comes close to this one. It doesn't, because those movies I felt like were cheap cash-ins, really. Whereas this movie feels like just a lot of depth and layers on it. Holy shit, dude. I am really tripping over my words right now because I am fucking tired. But what I'm not tired of was the fucking visuals, dude. Oh my God. The way 20th Century Fox has all this fucking money and they just go apeshit on the production. It's glorious. I mean, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, God forbid you're a Dragon Ball GT fan, Dragon Ball Super fan, the Dragon Ball franchise fan, if you're a fan of that franchise, you absolutely you owe it to yourself to watch this movie in theaters. The visuals are gorgeous. The way the aesthetics just come off of it, like just and the character animation, it just feels great. It just feels like, wow, this is what top-notch animation should look like. And I'm glad it's hitting theaters, you know, in the United States. And to get more exposure to American audience of how well this animation was crafted. And I know I'm mixing anime and animation all together, but I'm just kind of reviewing this off the top of my head right now. And, you know, the music does help. I just thought the music wasn't, you know, it wasn't top notch. It's just kind of a background to an anime movie, and to add on to that, it was just, all right, you're blending in. The one curious part was one of the songs, they just kept chanting the character's name, Gogeta, Gogeta, Goku, Goku, Broly. Like, dude, relax. You're not. This is like you're trying to do the Dark Knight, you know, the Dark Knight. Oh God, Dark Knight Returns. Was it? The Dark Knight Rises. Holy fuck, man. The Dark Knight Rises. It's kind of like that fucking chant thing that we're trying to do. And yeah, I thought the music was kind of whatever, but, you know, out of all those four things, man, the bottom line is I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan. I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan, and one of the curious things, and this doesn't really relate to any of the four things, and of course this is why we have the miscellaneous thing. The great thing about this movie, I feel, is just the way Dragon Ball Super, the series, ran. It felt like the culmination of all the great things with Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, all into one series with all the shit that we love. And this movie was really a reflection of what Dragon Ball Super was. Just all the great things that we love about Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball franchise, and just putting it all in one. And to make it into a very digestible 2-hour movie. Because, I mean, let's be frank, man. Sometimes some anime movies are just, they just feel like they're a long fucking product placement for the show. But this felt like a great standalone movie. Yes, they refer a lot back to the Dragon Ball Super series. But hey, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, man, I would absolutely recommend this movie to you. But if you're just a movie fan, I just give this a movie. I give this movie like a good 7.0, right? You know, it's not the most plot heavy. It's not the greatest, you know, John Williams music soundtrack, but listen, Dragon Ball Super Broly, it's a fun movie. It's a fun movie where shit gets blasted, big buff-ass dudes fight, and it's fucking Dragon Ball, man. Like, what else do you want me to say? Go watch that shit. As a Dragon Ball fan, I'm like, this is the fucking greatest Dragon Ball shit. I've watched it so long. I'm gonna watch it again. But again, if you're a movie fan, 7.0, I give it a good 7.0. Worth watching. Nothing crazy to write home about, but definitely worth it. And holy shit, I seriously might go watch this probably tomorrow again, because I fucking love Dragon Ball, man. What the fuck do you want me to say? So, guys, follow me at the Sky Lounge on all links in the description below. Like, comment, and subscribe for more daily content.